I became inspired to be a climate activist in the 7th grade with Ms. Schultz.
I'd say that my inspirational moment that galvanized me to take action was witnessing a child who traditionally and historically has not had power and not had a voice in society stand up to her government and say, enough is enough, climate change is affecting us all, and our house is on fire, we should act like it.
It was during our science class, and we were doing our weather unit, and she decided to start showing us these videos of these extreme weather patterns that were happening, where like tsunamis and tornadoes and floods were just becoming so much more dangerous than they should have been, even though they're dangerous whenever. But afterwards, a lot of us were asking, so what can we do about it? And she didn't really have any examples of people doing a whole lot of positive things to fight climate change. So in that time in 7th grade, I decided that I was going to start doing stuff for the environment. And that's when I decided that I wanted to do environmental sciences when I got older and start being more politically active.
I think I decided to become a climate activist when I saw so many of our politicians realize and know that we have a solution to climate change, but refuse to take action on it.
The thing that scares me the most about climate change, I guess, is that it's like really irreparable at some point what we're doing. Like, we just have such a limited amount of time to kind of take action on this issue. So just like the longer we kind of delay doing that, I feel like the worse it's just gonna get. And it really involves everyone, so I think it's an urgent issue.
What scares me the most is that I won't get to live out my life like someone should, and I won't get to die naturally. I'm gonna die from skin cancer because of more UV rays. I'm gonna die from air pollution or unclean water, and I just won't be able to live my life as I grow older without a constant threat of dying from some outside factor, because someone would rather get more money than protect the people that live in their community.
What scares me the most about the climate crisis is that we have no mitigation plan, and by the year 2050, $551 trillion in damages will be created by the climate crisis, which is more wealth than all exists in the world today, including property.
So my biggest concern, I think, about climate change, aside from the fact that it's constantly destroying all the nature around us, is people's neutrality about it. I think there are many people around me that are concerned, but often people feel powerless to being able to fix it because it feels so big. And my concern is that by feeling powerless, people only repost or talk about something instead of actually taking action. But by being in organizations like YCAT or Madison Youth Climate Team, you can actually take action and change things. But if you're just reposting, you're not going to change anything.
So I think climate change is a really important issue because it really affects everyone who lives on our planet. I think a lot of the times voices that kind of take over like a lot of the issue about climate change don't necessarily like talk about all of the marginalized groups that are really affected by the issue, because it's a lot of people who live, you know, in like third world countries or marginalized communities that face the worst effects of climate change in the status quo and going on into the future.
Marginalized communities feel it first because they're often in positions where they don't have power or access to better living situations. So like homeless people when they're outside and we have extreme colds, they don't have any other option but to stay outside, or they don't have access to the clean water or clean air, and a lot of times they're cramped into cities or segregated off with bad facilities. So when big disasters happen weather-wise, there's like homes and spaces are the ones that are going to get damaged the most, and then they won't have the money or resources to recover from it.
First, directly you can get out and vote. Vote for politicians that support action on the climate crisis.
If you want to get involved with us here at YCAT, just DM us on Instagram at YCATW, or you can email us at general@ycatwi.org. You should get involved because the climate issue is going to affect you one day, so you might as well at least try to stop it before it has the chance to impact you.